Welcome to the I'm Such a Pisces podcast. We're two friends taking an explorative journey into all things astrology and a little woo. I'm Christine. I'm a creative, intuitive counselor and coach, and astrology enthusiast. We Pisces like to wear all the hats. You can find me on IG at The Dreamy Piscean.
And I'm Shelby. I am a licensed social worker, a big feelings person, and a light skeptic. Here to learn all the astrological things. You can find me on Twitter at Shelby Tweeting, and being a Cancer rising on Instagram at Shelby Cooking Things. Welcome to our show.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the I'm Such a Pisces podcast. My name is Christine.
And I'm Shelby.
And welcome to our little show, y'all.
Oh my God, it's another week on the show. Look at us. I'm more sober this time than I was last week.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Well, you were really.
I listened
really
to that
not
back,
sober.
And honestly, it wasn't bad, but I was blasted.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not probably about the same, but yeah. You were having some time.
It was. It sounded okay. It sounded all right. I hope you guys are still listening.
Have you been turned off now? Like, you know what? This is trash. Like,
yeah. Who is this drunk bitch? What is she doing? Who gave her a mic? Oh my God.
They're like, they're letting anyone have a podcast these days.
Anybody can have a podcast these days. Like,
a microphone, a phone, just a phone. You just
can you figure it out?
Record a voice
you can
note.
have one too. Well, the good news is I'm in a little bit of a better. I mean, I was in a pretty good state of mind. Like, I was having a good time, but I'm here.
Okay.
My head is clear.
Yes.
I'm settled in a little bit more. I'm making plans.
We're
moving forward. It's Taurus season.
Let's get comfy,
Shout out
cozy.
to our Taurians.
Yes, Taurians. We won't say you love to eat.
Yeah. Do you know that as soon as it turned into Taurus season, which also coincides with like right at 420, right? So maybe that's related, but like as soon as Taurus season hit, I was like, I want to stay inside and cuddle and like put on a blanket and eat snackies.
Look at and snackies. Snackies. That's our Cancer rising and the Taurus. It's just like it's all melding in there. Let's make snackies and cuddle
somebody
and
made
eat
me
them.
some little snackies, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? This is cool. I'm cool. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
I love it. I love that energy.
Yeah, but I'm about to have a very outside weekend, so we'll bring it back. We're coming full circle.
Hot girl.
I'm going to have a little hot girl weekend.
Ew.
A very gay hot girl weekend is what I'm about to have.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
We're going to Atlanta.
Woo.
We're going to Atlanta.
Gay
Shout out to
Mecca.
Atlanta. I hope. Do we have any Atlanta listeners? Please let us know. What should I do while I'm there?
Ooh. What shouldn't you do?
This episode, literally, by the time this episode comes out, I will be back.
Right. What did you do?
But what did I do?
Future Shelby, what did you do in Atlanta this weekend? Can you talk about it?
I hope not. I hope it's not pod appropriate. And, that has to be bad because we'll talk about anything on this here show.
Just about anything. Especially sexual things.
Especially. Getting more and more comfortable by the day. I hope no one
just talking about things.
Work with ever listens to this.
I know. I'm like, what if my mom just like randomly listened to an episode? She would be like, I need to talk to you about what you're saying on air.
Yikes. Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Have I mentioned? I was about to say something really off the cuff, and I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Spit in my mouth. Oh, my God. Okay. Anyway, Christine, how you doing?
I'm feeling real great right now. I'm feeling very euphoric. It's probably the weed and the laughing. Just, you start laughing when you high. You just really get up there,
So giggly.
So giggly.
Fun. We're having a great time.
We're having a great time. I'm like, we're forgetting about the bullshits from earlier.
We're forgetting about it. Who needs it?
Who needs that shit?
Who needs it? Right.
Oh, so I'm feeling great right now. I'm still just in the vibes of, I'm in the Taurus vibes, right? Like, I'm getting my apartment together. It's like looking so cute in here. Mm-hmm. I got this rug yesterday. And I was thinking today, I'm like, rolling, I'm like, there's going to be so much weed in this rug.
You know what? You really have to factor that in when you buy a rug.
You do.
It matters. Because sometimes you load a bowl and then you just drop that shit directly on the floor and you're like, no, it's gone forever.
Right. And
it
doesn't even have like there's not even a pile on it really. It's more flat, but it's got this like woven design in it.
Yeah,
and
so stuck in there.
Yeah, it's easy to vacuum. It's just like, you're just gonna have to vacuum it over here more because to drop some, just the little stuff that flies around. You're like, this is gonna be over time. That could just. It's like, well, it's not like you wouldn't vacuum regularly, Christine.
Sure.
You wouldn't just like clean up. So
one of my friends used to have. One of my friends used to have a little tiny vacuum that was like yay big, like pretty tiny. It was a little handheld vacuum for your countertop weed crumbs.
Oh.
You just run it right across the countertop because like this bitch always had countertop weed everywhere.
Right. Yes.
So
everywhere.
It's a good look.
I love it.
See if I can find it on Amazon.
Yes. I'm like, at this point I have this burn table next to me. I've decided to call it a burn table. I burn the incense, I roll my weed, I just do all the things on this little it's a cute little table, but it's just like I found it at Five Below. It's Five Beyond because it was $10.
Five Below, do not disappoint us like that, okay?
But it's a cute little table, but it's great. It's like, it's just great to do these things on. So I'm like, well, this is just going to be my burn table. Just burn shit on it.
We love it. We love it.
We're just so comfy cozy in here. Just making home, filling it with plants.
That's right. Should we see what our co-stars have to say about it?
Yeah, let's see.
I have mine pulled up and ready to go.
Let me know about it.
So this week, my co-star says, so fucking rude, embrace your awkwardness.
Oh.
Am I awkward? I feel like I spend a lot of time trying not to be awkward, but you know what? We're gonna embrace it. We love it.
Yeah. Why are we avoiding it? Why are we?
Don't avoid it.
Shelby.
It is what it is.
Embrace the awkward. I feel like I'm very awkward. I don't know. Sometimes I am.
I mean, it depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on the people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am, but it's just like, I'm comfortable, so we just keep on rolling through my weirdness, and it's fine.
Right.
Just one thing about me is I'm gonna be a weird bitch.
Just gonna be weird anyway. So.
On that note, my do's include low tide, logging off, and true blues.
Oh, true blues.
It sounds kind of sad, but like, that's okay.
Maybe. Or true blues could be like your best friends.
Yeah.
It could be like true blues like that.
Yeah.
That feels very like Crossroads.
Feels better. Maybe at the crossroads.
We're going to the beach. Britney Spears Crossroads. Now, not Bone Thugs. We're going Britney Spears.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Friends.
I don't know. I knew that's what you meant, but also like at the same time, I just had to sing the song.
I was like, well, wait, we're talking the Britney Spears movie.
Yeah. Good old Britney Jean.
Good old Britney Jean.
Speaking of logging off, just kidding. So my don'ts include read receipts, which never, like, I Turn that shit off. I don't want to see your read receipts.
No.
White lies.
Mm.
Okay, I love a white lie to protect somebody's feelings, but it's not good. Shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it.
Don't do it.
And destroying the evidence. So we're not covering our trail today.
Okay.
Not covering our trail.
Don't make a trail.
Okay, noted.
Right.
Yeah. What about you? What's your co-star saying today?
So my co-star says, "You tend to be right." And I was like,
right.
I know that shit. I know that's fucking right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The Aries in me lives.
Yes. That's for fucking sure.
Right. So do aquariums. Life.
Aquariums.
Oh, aquarium.
Not aquariums.
Not aquarians. Aquariums.
Got it. Heard.
We swimming.
Heard.
We swimming. Life forms.
Ooh. Okay.
And deep dives.
This sounds like an acid trip or something. I don't know. I'm into it.
You know, someone, my friend today gave me a very powerful gummy. Apparently,
Some
just THC, just you know, just
Just
the
a little
regular
weed.
shit.
Got it.
But apparently, very very potent. And so she was telling me like, don't eat the whole thing. Like you're gonna like. It's bad. Like, don't do it.
I really appreciate a warning, though. I
You
really
will hate
appreciate
your
a
life
warning.
for a while.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna cut it up. Okay, cool. We're gonna have 2 times. 2 really.
Cool,
You're like you'll have 2 really high times, but if you have about if you eat that whole thing,
Danger.
yeah. I'm like, okay, good to know. Like, no, we don't want that. I know what that's like. I'm cool.
We don't want that.
Real
We
cool.
don't want that.
Yes. But yeah, I'm here for the deep dives in the aquarium with the life forms. You know, like hey, it
Yes.
sounds very Piscean. You know, hey.
Okay.
Don't meet your idols.
Ooh, dangerous. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Dehydration. My
Really
water
should
is
never.
right there. We're gonna get
you
it
know
when we
what?
go on
Let
break.
me drink some. Right. Yep. I got it a little
Right.
closer. Got to remember.
Right.
I gotta stay hydrated. I got shit to do.
Right. Oh. Okay. Nope. On break. I was like, well, speaking of, nope. Don't.
Okay.
Biopics. So yeah, maybe this is not the time for my biopic from yesterday that I really wanted to just share.
Man. You know, we might have a special guest next week.
Oh yes, we may have a special guest next week.
Who is also, you know, one of the many co-stars in Christine's biopic, so.
Yes.
There is that.
A friend of the show. Future friend of the show.
Friend of the pod?
Friend of the pod.
Are you a friend of the pod?
Yes.
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 I can't wait. We'll
It's gonna
see how
be a
that
time, y'all. It's gonna be a
plays
time.
out. Mm-hmm.
Who knows what will happen?
Do we want to roll right into relatable content, or shall we take a break? What do you think?
I need to take a break because, you know, dehydration. So, you know, I've had the lettuce,
Okay.
so I need to hydrate real quick.
The lettuce. Okay, we will take a quick break, and we will be right back. Welcome back, y'all.
Hey.
Do we have some relatable content this week that we want to share?
We got the
All right.
relatables. We got
Okay, so
relatables, we got meats.
We have 3. I feel like I'll save mine if you want to do both of yours. I'll save mine for next week because it's just silly.
Oh, no, we have room for all, I think. Because
Okay.
mine, I think we're not going to read through, like, there's some, like, article there. Well, there's one that has an article, and if y'all want it, we'll put it on the link tree. But I'm just gonna hit the headlines on those, and we can kind of comment as we will. But I'm not gonna read the blur.
Okay.
Because one of them is long. Because I'm like, no, we're not reading all that.
Fair enough.
So, our first relatable content is our worst traits of each sign that we need to learn from. So we're going to go on a little...
so many.
Yes, a little journey on what we need to learn from each other. Aries. Aries have fiery tempers and impulsive natures. These are some of their worst traits. I think that's very on brand, right? That's not too far off, veering off the... Yeah, no surprises there for Aries. Like, we're a little fiery, a little impulsive, right? All of that together. So, we can all learn to write. It's Mercury retrograde, slow down, chill, ground yourself. Like just our relax. Taurian friends, right? Who are next on our list. Taurians overindulge and may struggle to express themselves.
Yeah, I feel like it's hit or miss, because I know several Taurians who are really good at expressing themselves, but then they have it's because they have heavy Aries and other kinds of placements that are really just say it.
Right.
But Taurians on their own are they give off a very stoic vibe.
Yeah,
so,
they're more introverted. I think Taurus is an introverted sign in general. So I feel like that's very on brand, and just they're gonna keep it in.
Exactly.
Everything's gonna be internal. Next we have Gemini. Gemini loves to gossip and is prone to overthinking.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds
we like
right.
A little gossip. We like a little tea, right? Like Gemini, we know Gemini likes a little tea. Like if you got something good,
I love it.
I'm willing to listen.
That Gemini moon is oh, what's that? Do tell.
Yeah. I'm very, very curious. So now we're going to go out of order for whatever reason. To Capricorn. Well, I guess we're going worse. I don't know. Anyways, Capricorn.
I see.
And they are a guarded workaholic.
I mean, yeah, I feel like
true.
We know that. That is
right.
That is the stereotype, right?
Yeah, but a flaw in I guess, indeed. It's tough because you're gonna come. You have to have. I think if you're gonna date a Capricorn, you really do have to have a strong sense of your own thing going on. You couldn't be
very
someone,
independent.
That needs all of their attention because they have all these things that they're managing, and they're like, I need you to have some independence. That's what they're gonna want from you.
Work is the girlfriend or the boyfriend or the significant other or whatever. It's
we're definitely achieving.
It's gonna be a big factor.
Yeah, we're achieving. We're climbing. We're not just we're not hanging out and chilling. Next we have Sagittarius, and they are impulsive and wary of commitments.
Yes,
very on brand. Yes, we know Sag does not like to be tied down.
Not one bit.
Yeah, but also impulsive. So they jump in. They're just like, ooh, but I jump out.
Yes.
So next we have Libras. Libras are indecisive and avoid confrontation.
Ooh.
Now, for the Libras that I know, yes on indecisive. Avoiding confrontation, no, but it may be because of some other placements. I'm not sure, but like, I feel like many of the Libras I know are not afraid of confrontation. Or not,
Yeah,
well, it says avoid, but I don't think they avoid. they're like, yeah, let's confront.
Doesn't really seem that way.
Yeah.
But the only other, I know somebody who she identifies as a Libra. She's actually a Taurus, but she has like 4 Libra placements. Like she has a pretty heavy Libra stellium, and it's just like, oh, that tracks. You know? She's
okay.
just like much more. But also the Taurus placement does give like not conflict avoidant at all. You know?
Yeah.
Not afraid to just say the thing.
Yeah, it's like more research is needed here.
Yes.
Virgos are next. Virgos are hypercritical hypochondriacs. Ooh.
Yes, 100%.
Yikes.
No disagreement there.
Yikes. I didn't say it, y'all. I ain't said it.
I mean, it's just, we're just reading the
read it.
list, okay?
I'm just reading it.
Just reading the list.
Aquarius is emotionally detached and bores easily.
Ooh, surprise, surprise.
Surprise,
Yeah,
surprise.
That's it.
Aquarians are not your people for emotional attachment. Like, you just got to be comfortable with your emotional needs really suffering there. And if you're a high emotional needs person, yikes.
Sorry about ya. Sorry
Sorry
about
to
ya.
my life. Scorpios are mistrustful and a bit obsessive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I think they're so mistrustful because they're full of secrets themselves.
Right.
You know?
They're like, if I'm holding all of these secrets, you gotta be holding some secrets over there. I don't know if I trust you.
Exactly.
It's our fellow water signs, you know. Who's next? Pisces. Pisces find pleasure in melancholy.
You know what? Emo for life, baby. Emo for
You
life.
just really thrive in sorrow. You know, it's a good look for us.
I can't even say that's wrong. I can't even say it's wrong. It's not.
Who doesn't love a little cry, a little heartbreak sometimes?
Right.
Get too happy for too long. It's like, where's my heartbreak? I need to feel some pain in my heart.
I need to feel some. Yeah, it's like I need to feel something, but the first thing you go to is like a little bit of pain before you move on to anything positive.
Yes.
It's like, oh, woe is me.
Yes.
Woe is me.
Like, I'm this terrible person I'm with. Like, you could just leave it alone.
Right. You could just be fine. Like,
you could just not. I'm like, no, I'm gonna suffer.
Yeah.
Cancer is next. Cancers can hold a grudge forever.
Oh. Yeah, that feels right.
It's like, oh, that tracks personally.
Yeah, the ones that I know, absolutely.
Holding them grudges. Okay, Leo is next. Leos are opinionated and egomaniacal.
I mean, again, that's the thing. That's the
Yikes.
that's the stereotype, you know?
It's like the words. I mean, opinionated is one. Like, egomaniacal, like, wow. It's a strong word.
Egomaniacal feels a little strong, honestly, but like they do
harsh.
have a heavy ego, you know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true. So that's the end of that list. So y'all, let's all learn from each other, right? We all have flaws.
Yeah.
You know, let's all just take a page in each other's books, right? On another negative note, no. In my relatable content. not well. This is kind of a negative. I want to jump into, real quick, this is a little quicker, the Zodiac's most difficult lovers.
Oh my god, the most difficult lovers are... Am I on the list? I imagine I am. Let's find out.
Shelby, it is exactly on the list. Shelby.
My entire birth chart is just listed
Just
on the front
on the
page.
list.
Okay, cool.
She's a problem.
Got it.
She is a problem. Okay, number 1, we have Virgo. Virgo's behavior makes them difficult to adore. They say things without thinking and injure others. They can be too honest.
Yeah, that sounds... Yep, that's it.
Tracks. Like, say things and injure others. Ooh, the harm. 2, Sagittarius. Sagittarians are flighty. They're fun, yet most don't know what they want.
That's true. That is true.
3, Scorpio. Scorpios know what they want and don't want, making them difficult to love.
So not knowing what you want makes you a difficult lover, but also knowing what you want a little too strong. How am I supposed to win? Okay.
You just make the decision. They just let them make the decisions, I guess. I mean, because they, it's gonna be about what they want and don't want. I guess. I'm not shooting no shots.
Right.
4, Capricorn. Capricorns focus on the disadvantages in their relationships. They rarely see the positive side, which hurts their lovers.
Does that feel relatable to somebody that you know that has some heavy Capricorn placements?
Well, he does have a Cap Venus, does he? He is, he can be critical. I'm like, there's too much criticism. Like, why do you always have to be...
So much criticism.
Just be quiet. Like, we just don't, you don't have to say it. Like,
right.
It doesn't have to be said. 5, we have Gemini. We all know Geminis are exhausting. Damn. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Loving a Gemini is overwhelming. Again, not my words. Some find Gemini's openness difficult to bear.
Well,
Gemini,
that was
somebody came for you.
Whoever wrote
for
this
y'all.
was hurt by a Gemini. I'm surprised they're so far down on the list.
Not exhausting. Who said that?
I guess they're not wrong.
I'm like, I personally enjoy Geminis, apparently. But I don't know. I didn't say it. 6, Aries. Aries are hard workers who stick to the status quo. They rarely invest enough time in their relationships. Their partners often feel neglected. Well, I get, yeah. I think, once you get past the interesting stage for an Aries anyway, they probably checked out to something else.
Yeah.
A new project, sense. Right? New venture.
They're on to the next.
Just the next thing. I mean, you can still be with me, but, I got something else going on.
Right.
Number 7. Okay. We got this in the middle. Okay. Number 7, Aquarius. I'm surprised they weren't higher up on the list. But, no shade. Aquariuses, sorry, okay. I didn't talk fast enough. Aquarius went all fast. Aquariuses are too reserved. Their partners feel neglected emotionally. It's exhausting to feel unmet.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose.
A little hard. Yes. They want to know all the things about you, but they keep the things to themselves. Yeah, it's an interesting... They're just, otherworldly, right? I don't know.
Otherworldly.
On a different vibe. So, 8, we have Taurus. Taurus's tempers can cause problems. They build up inside and erupt.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
If there was
it's like
an
Taurus
issue.
is going to take it for a while, but they're just, again, that's that internalizing, right? They're going to let it build up.
Seething. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're going to explode on you. So watch those Tauruses, If they seem like it's cool, you might want to check in. You might want to do a heat check.
You might want to do a
temperature
heat
check. They might not be cool. 9, we have Libra. Librans overwork. They focus on perfection and neglect their own needs.
Yeah. I guess I could see that.
It goes more typically to like Virgos, like your Capricorn. So it's interesting that that's the thing that makes Libra difficult to love.
An underrated Leo or Libra trait.
Right. Yeah. Maybe so. Let's see. Number 10, we have Cancer. Loving a Cancer can be amazing or difficult depending on if the Cancer is hung up on an ex.
You know what? That is so true.
I'm down.
Once they love you for life. It's like hard to let it go. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think Cancers are definitely like more of like the serial monogamous. Like, we're not trying to date a whole bunch of people. I'm just with you. And they will, reminisce on the ex.
That's for sure.
Number 11, Leo. Leos are often smart. Their brilliance is unmatched.
Okay, so not a single critique for a Leo.
Not
like their ego gets in the way.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know
so
about
I'm
this.
like, a Leo wrote this?
They must be dating a Leo or something.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm like, what is the problem? They're too smart? What is the issue here?
Yeah. I thought this was a list of problematic things.
Difficult things, right? So let's see what we have for number 12. We have Pisces. Pisces love deeply and show it. They speak up and resolve difficulties well. However, they're emotional.
No, I think that's not a bad thing. Why did they say it like it was a bad thing? But honestly, we're last on the list.
We're last on the list. So we're the least difficult.
That means we're the least difficult to love. Love us. Okay? We are so lovable. I'll take that.
So lovable. What's not to love?
What is not to love?
What's not to love? So that's my list, y'all.
I love that.
Shelby has a real fun list for us.
I do. Okay, it's not even a list. This is literally just a conversation I was having with a friend, a roller derby friend. And she and her boyfriend had come up with this little their ideas about this topic, and it's really so. I'm going to tell you the ones that they came up with. And then I just want to pose it as a question because I don't want to spend too much time on it. So I just want to sort of pose it as a question for everyone else. Like, maybe we'll get some responses. Maybe we'll sit with it. We'll come back to it again next week. But the question is, which zodiac signs are tops and which zodiacs are bottoms? And who falls somewhere in between?
Now, Shelby, would you like to explain what tops and bottoms are for those who may not know?
If you don't know, what are you doing?
You may need to find the Urban Dictionary.
Go get the Urban Dictionary. Figure out what a top and a bottom are. I'm not talking about up, down, like... Do you exude top energy? Oh. Are you a bratty little bottom? Just, you know what? Just maybe look it up.
Find out, y'all. All right. Shelby does not want to explain tops and bottoms.
I don't. I really don't want to. She I'm
said,
not going to
nope.
do it.
I pass.
Yeah. I'm cool.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so here are the ones that they came up with. It's not a full list of a zodiac sign of all the zodiac signs, but here's what we have so far. They decided that Libras are definitely bottoms.
Yes.
It's that romantic energy.
Yeah.
They want to be romanced,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. Yeah.
Taurus is more of a switch, but like a toppy switch, you know?
I see it. Mm-hmm.
Because, like, they want to be, like, you know, they want to experience the luxury and the comfort, but also they're stubborn, and they've got
Taurus
that daddy energy.
is, Taurus is the bull, so, yeah.
Right.
like,
Right.
there's a lot of energy there. So, yeah, I can see, I definitely see top energy, but, but also they could, switch it up. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Gemini, of course, is a switch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Makes
now,
sense,
I will
right?
say, if you don't know, if you're unsure, I feel like maybe you can gather what a top and a bottom is. A switch is just somebody who does both.
Yeah. ¿Por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos? Okay, Gemini always is like that is Gemini's tagline.
Right.
Why not both?
Gemini, ¿por qué
Why
no
not
los
both?
dos? Yes.
She said Virgos are tops. I don't know about that. I think so, because they've got that perfectionism kind of like, it still kind of gives daddy energy.
I think Virgos have to be tops because I don't think Virgo, it's almost difficult to explain. I think almost for an ego reason, Virgo needs to be a top.
Yes.
Yeah, and that
Yes.
perfectionism, I have to master this thing, so I have to be in control. Control, that's it. It's control.
All about control. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good.
I was
good
like, what
point.
is it? It's control.
Really, all the earth signs, I think, have to be tops for that reason.
Yeah.
They need to be in control. It's hard for them to give that up.
Yeah.
But Taurus is the only one that can do it sometimes.
They can do it sometimes.
Toppy switch, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then we have Cancers. Cancers, of course, are bottoms.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
have to
They're
be.
like, boys to men, I'll make love to you.
Yes.
Please give me the romance, hold me, tell me you love me, let's get married, jagged edge.
All of the above. All of the above. Scorpios. She said she thinks that Scorpios are like a switch, but when they bottom, they're really bratty about it.
Sure, they would have to be. No
Right?
softness to it. No soft
yeah.
bottoming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scorpio, come on, intensity. That's the tagline. Intensity.
Nothing but intensity.
Yes.
Aquarius is also bottom or a switch.
Yes. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. Again, ego. So Aquarius
Ego.
is going to want to switch to top. But yeah.
But their heart is as a bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want to be taken care of.
They definitely want to be taken care of.
Let's see. Sag is a top.
Yeah. I see it.
I could see that. Leos also are a switch because, same thing. They want that ego, so they want to be a top, but they
Yes.
also want to be taken care of.
Yes. Love me. Just be all about me.
Right. Let's see. How many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who are we missing? 9, 10. We're at 10. We've done 10.
We're at 10. Oh, okay.
Oh, and then I said Capricorn is a top. So, okay. So, yeah, I
yes.
guess we're going through everybody.
Cap
so
is a top.
What,
Yeah.
What do you think about, just off the top of your head, what do you think about Pisces?
Off the top of my head, I say switch.
Okay, here's what she said. She said, Pisces are bottoms that want to be tops.
Look at it. No, I'm not
She
gonna
said,
lie.
I think
if it
they're a
was
little
me,
too
I'd be a bottom.
emotional. I mean, she said, I think they're a little too emotional to go full top energy. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes that is true. Sometimes that is true.
You know, for me, I'm like, I don't think it's the emotion. It's like, I like in that way, like, yeah, take control. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, that shit gets, like, gets me off. So I'm like, yeah. So.
See, I'm the same way, but I feel like I also have that Gemini energy, so, like, I want to do both. Get you somebody who can do both, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
¿Por qué no los dos?
I feel you, because I'm like, you know, and so everyone just has their, but I think so maybe, like, the combination of energy for me is, like, it's like the Piscean thing, but it's, like, the Aries, like, so it's like, there's not really any emotion involved. Like, me, I personally just, like, sex and emotion, not that they're not there, but it's just, it's different. It's not, I don't get emotional. I guess I would say that. I'm more, that Aries comes out, like, I like to,
yeah. I can, but I'm also, you know, Aquarius Venus, so I'm just, like, very detached from it, you know?
Right. Very
detached.
It's just like, it's a good time.
It's weird, and it's detached.
It's weird and detached.
So, it is what it is. But that's our list. I thought that was tell us what you think. Like, what do you think your zodiac sign is? Do you think that you're top, switch, bottom? What's your energy?
Let us know about it.
Let us know. Write us. And in the meantime, we'll take a quick break and come back with our meets.
The meets. We'll be back with the meets, y'all. All right, y'all. Welcome back. We are here with the meets. We've got a specialty cut. We've got a special conversation today. A little more in depth. Getting a little into one of those, I don't know if it's the astrology weeds. I feel like every layer is just, like, deeper. I mean, you're deeper into the weeds of astrology, but
there's just a lot of layers.
Yeah, there's so much to it. It's, you know, you get the signs and the houses and all that, and then you just get into these, like, nuanced conversations. So this may be one of those nuanced conversations. Definitely in the astrology weeds, so you're probably not having these conversations unless you really understand a little bit more about astrology. This is definitely not, like, beginner level astrology, so if you don't know, it's fine.
This is some next level shit.
Yeah, this is definitely like at least intermediate level astrology. So today we are talking about exaltation. And in talking about exaltation, we're actually going to talk a little bit more broad, because exaltation, as even I found in my research for this episode, is just one piece of a pie.
Of course, there's always more to everything in astrology.
There's always more. So if you've ever heard about having a planet that is exalted, you know, I don't know if how common the conversation is about exaltation.
Right.
But if you're curious, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
So, exaltation is one of the 5 dignities of a planet. Did you know planets had dignity? You know, you didn't know.
I had no idea.
I don't even have dignity, but you know, I have none.
I've got none. Very little, actually.
Got none.
Yeah, so hopefully some of my planets do.
Right. Whew. We need some exaltation, apparently. So, these 5 dignities. These 5 dignities are called the essential dignities, and they reference a planet or a point's position, that position's strength or weakness in a sign or degree, or its essence.
Its essence. Okay.
So, strength or weakness in the sign, degree, or the sign's essence.
Okay. Okay.
So, essential dignity seeks to view the strengths of a planet or point as though it were isolated from other factors in the sky of the natal chart. So we're getting, we're starting to isolate things. We're getting into these fine details, and really looking at these strengths and weaknesses. So the first dignity we have is called domicile. Now, this one might actually be more familiar to us. So this is domicile and detriment. So these are two different things, but they're linked. So domicile is the rulership or the house. So this is where this planet is at home. And we have detriment. So I think we might have talked about, maybe more casually, about detriments.
Detriment, yeah, we have.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think I've talked about the Aries Venus is a detriment. Because they just don't go together.
They don't go together.
They don't go together.
Which it sounds so silly, but like it just like a lot of it is once you like get a sense for the vibe of a zodiac sign or a house or whatever, you're like, oh yeah, of course that makes sense, but it takes you a while to get there.
Yeah. You just gotta get in there. You gotta read. You gotta study. I mean, because this is once you get into this kind of stuff, this is people studying astrology.
Right. We're pretty deep.
Yeah. And so we have detriment. I'm sorry. So an example of domicile would be Neptune in Pisces. So those. That planet is at home in Pisces. Pisces is the ruler.
Domicile, home.
Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. So detriment is the planet in the opposite sign of which it rules. So the example I put was Neptune in Virgo. That would be some strange placement for Neptune.
It would be.
Neptune would not be happy there.
Too
many restrictions.
The exact opposite of Pisces.
Right.
Tracks.
Too many restrictions over there. So next we have, so that's the first dignity. We have domicile and detriment. So the second dignity is exaltation and fall.
Okay. And we're talking about exaltation today.
We're talking about exaltation today. And so really, I mean, we're about to go through all of these just because exaltation in itself is just that small piece. And then you have to understand the other pieces. And so we're talking about everything, but we're going to talk, a little bit more about exaltation and fall in a few minutes as well. So exaltation is in traditional Hori astrology. This denotes a dignity just less than rulership. This gives a planet the dignity of an honored guest, right? The center of attention, but constrained in power.
Interesting.
I like the analogy.
So,
you're an honored guest.
It's not as at home as though it's in domicile, like it's not your own home, but it is. You're very comfortable there.
Yes, you're an honored guest, right? You're top dog at the house. You're the one like, that's my friend, or whoever's house, like, so I can do whatever I want here. That's what the kids would say. This is such and such house, so I can do whatever I want here.
Got it.
So I see kids all day. That's the reference I go to. But constrained in power, so we don't have power. So the planet being in fall is the planet in the opposite sign of its exalted position. So it's not just, the opposite of the planet. So it's the opposite of the exalted position. So we got to find the exalted position and find the fall. So this is weakened sometimes more than the detriment position.
Okay.
So that's an interesting fact there.
Why is that?
Now that you probably have to really get into go
to
an astrology lecture with
okay. Fair enough.
I don't think that's a simple answer.
I'll have that in my head for later.
So I did put in this side note. There is some discord in the astrology community as to the signs in which the two extra Saturnial planets, Saturnian planets, may consider to be exalted. So,
Interesting.
yeah, like those farther out planets, there's some discussion. So the community is, ablaze
Divided.
with this, divided, a house divided about this.
Okay.
So we'll find out more as things progress, I guess. So the next dignity is called a triplicity. And this is a group of 3 signs belonging to the same element. So if you think about this on your chart, these are signs that are going to form the trine. So if you ever have, want to think about what is a trine, if you see things that are trine to each other, they're going to be in the same sign. So if you have aspects, if you have planets aspecting each other in the same, did I say the same sign? The same element. If they're in the same element, they are trine, which would make them 120 degrees, I believe.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yes, I put that right there in my note.
There's so much math in astrology.
Astrology is math, y'all. And I'm like, that's crazy because I am not a math person.
You just had to find a way that it applied to you and was interesting to you. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Astrology. So now this one, I did not find the definition for, but the 4th dignity is called terms or bounds. So I'll have to come back to y'all on those. I've never even heard of that. Yeah, I've never heard. I don't know about it, and there wasn't an additional explanation to it. So more research is needed there, at least on my behalf, to figure out what that is. I mean, I have an understanding of what terms and bounds may be.
Sure.
But we'll find out more. And the 5th dignity is face or decan. And again, we've talked about decans before, I think, or at least mentioned them. And so decan or face is the subdivision of a sign. Each sign is divided into 3 decans, 10 degrees each. Each decan is assigned rulership by the planet ruling the sign and a secondary planet ruling the decan. So, I think, I know I'm the 3rd decan of Pisces. Obviously, I'm at the end. I can't remember if you're the 3rd, if you're at the beginning of the 3rd, or if the end of the 2nd.
Yeah, I do not know.
They all have.
I do not know.
They all have like a meaning, and it's interesting. I have a book somewhere that has them in there, but yeah, it's interesting when you get into the subdivisions. I think at some point we were supposed to do like a Pisces deep dive, so it's still on the way.
Oh yeah. Maybe we can get into that.
But that's where we would get into that, because then you get into like the Pisces weeds. Got
it.
So now we are going to talk a little bit more about exaltation and fall. So I found this great little chart.
This is so helpful. I was just looking at this.
Yes, it's a great little visual. Because I am a visual learner, and so I love a visual. So we're going to talk about the sun through Saturn. So again, there's debate about the planets beyond Saturn. So, and, Pluto gets into a weird space. So,
right.
Or I guess it moves so slow, or it orbits so slow that, it's not an issue. Right. It's like your Pluto it's not doing anything for you on a internal or a personal level.
Right.
In that way. So first we have the sun. So if you remember your dignities. So in dignity, the sun is in Leo, right? Leo is governed by the sun. So that's the domicile. In detriment, it is in Aquarius, right? So that's the opposite sign. So the sun in Aquarius. So if your sun is in Aquarius, your sun sign is in detriment. Like the sun is in detriment in your sign.
Wow.
And so everyone's going to have one of these, right? So all of us have, or all signs are a detriment to some planets, essentially.
Right.
So Aquarius sun is yours. That's why y'all so weird. That's why it's very problematic.
Makes so much sense.
Detriment. The sun in exaltation is in Aries. So I don't think I explained this, but you really have to look in your chart for these because everyone will not have like exalted planets. You might have detriment planets. You might have, so exalted planets is what people want, right? Like that's the positive.
Right.
Or at least,
in
dignity,
in
domicile.
exaltation.
Yeah. We want the positive parts, but we might not all have them. I don't have any exalted planets in my chart. I did check. None of these are in exaltation.
I'm looking and I'm like, I don't think I have any planets in domicile, in detriment, in any of them.
In any of them.
Like all of mine are just kind of like
best.
there.
They're floating around in better places. Hopefully. Yes.
I guess. That's good.
And so last for the sun, the fall for the sun is Libra. So again, the fall can be worse than the detriment. So that's an interesting point. So Libra suns, again, maybe worse than Aquarius.
Hard placement. Hard placement.
Hard placement. So next we have the moon. And the moon is at home in Cancer, right? We know Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon is in detriment in Capricorn. Because those, conflict, right? Moon is about our emotions. Cancer is like, let's get it done. Let's work. Goals. Then we have the moon being in exaltation in Taurus. So my Taurus moons, good job.
Good placement.
It's good placement for y'all.
Good job.
If you got a Taurus moon, you got a good job.
You're doing great.
So
and it looks like at fall, Scorpio
moons are in the fall.
Scorpio moons.
I do know some Scorpio moons. So interesting facts. Next we have Mercury. Mercury is at home again in Gemini and Virgo. Remember, Mercury has 2 signs it rules, and those are it's bays.
It's bays.
It's bays. Now, it's non-bays. It's X's. The people, they're not really fucking with Mercury. Sagittarius and Pisces. That would be in detriment.
Tracks.
So,
it would be really hard to have a Pisces Mercury, I feel like.
Pisces Mercury is rough. Because we are not assertive.
Right.
So, the Mercury is an exaltation in Virgo. Now this is interesting. So Virgo holds domicile and exaltation for Mercury.
And I know I'm getting ahead a little bit, but I'm looking and it's also at fall in Pisces.
Because it'd be exact opposite of Virgo.
Extra bad. It just sucks to have a Mercury in Pisces.
Bad news. And I can feel that. It's just bad news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Venus. What feels good for Venus? Venus is domicile in Libra and Taurus, right?
Of course. Of course.
And it is in detriment in Aries and Scorpio. Eek, that's me.
But even in detriment, there's such sexy placements.
Such a good time.
Really
such a good time.
Dark energy.
Hard lessons, but such a fun time.
Right. And
so
then,
Venus,
I love this. I didn't know this.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chart.
Oh, no, you're good. Venus is an exaltation in Pisces.
That really makes sense.
Yeah.
That really makes sense.
Yeah, sweet energy. Wish I had a little Pisces Venus. It would be cute.
Yeah, that would be cute.
That would be cute. And so, of course, the opposite of Pisces, Venus is at fall in Virgo.
Right.
Tough placement, y'all.
Right.
Tough placement. Next, we have Mars. Probably shouldn't say that with a soft tone.
Right. Mars.
Oh, man. Mars is at home in Aries and Scorpio. we all remember Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio. And so Scorpios gets a little of that Mars energy. So Mars is also in detriment at Libra and Taurus. A little too soft.
Okay.
My Mars is also in Taurus, so I have several detriment placements, apparently. Just a walking contradiction. So Mars is an exaltation in Capricorn.
Okay.
See it? Very go-getter. Still that, Capricorn, I mean, you know, high up in the masculine energy, right?
It is,
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And so that would make Mars at fall in Cancer.
Right.
So again, too soft of an energy, too sensitive of an energy for Mars, right? And almost worse. Yeah, maybe almost worse than a Libra or Cancer Mars. Or Libra and Taurus. I'm saying Libra and Taurus. Cancer would be worse. Yeah. Interesting how that works.
That makes sense to me, though.
Yeah. Jupiter, our planet of, you know, expansion and excess. Sagittarius and Pisces, they are at home with Jupiter. Jupiter's traditional ruler of Pisces. Yes,
that tracks.
Ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, people. And so the detriment for Jupiter is going to be Gemini and Virgo. Again, Mercury ruled, you know, a little more constrictive. Gemini less constrictive. Virgo definitely more constrictive.
Virgo for sure.
Yeah.
They don't want you to have any excess.
No, it's too much structure, too many rules.
Yeah.
So Jupiter is an exaltation in Cancer. So if you've got a Cancer Jupiter, that's a good move for you. Good placement. And so Jupiter will be at fall in Capricorn. Again,
of course,
too constrictive. Jupiter just needs to be free, right? This is Sag's. The Sag is real home, right? They need to be free.
Yes.
They don't need those constrictions and those rules. They don't need to have the goals. Like we're just out here. Right. We're roaming. That's Jupiter. So last we have Saturn. And Saturn is at home and domicile in Capricorn and Aquarius.
Yes. Okay. Saturnian. Right? Daddy Saturn.
Daddy Saturn right here. So Saturn is also in detriment in Cancer and Leo.
Okay.
So interesting, you know, probably, you know, more, we think more probably about the Cancer piece. Like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like the Leo piece for Saturn, too, is like, oh, no, they're, you know, they need to kind of rein it in.
Right.
They're doing a lot. Right. They want the stage. They want they want the light. Like, they need to work. They want the fame, but they don't want to work. So Saturn is an exaltation in Libra. You find that interesting?
Okay.
Interesting,
I do
right?
find that interesting because I don't think of Libra as a daddy Saturn planet at all.
Right. But they are, you know, they are like about justice and fairness, and so there's a piece like balance, and that's, you know, I feel like Saturn like would vibe with that. It's like that essence, right?
That's
like
true.
The essence, like we like the essence of Libra.
Sure.
It's like, you know,
that makes sense.
We're vibing. So then Saturn does not vibe and is at fall with Aries.
Yes.
Again, Aries is too impulsive.
The baby.
Yeah.
Yes, extremely impulsive. I get that.
Saturn needs a plan. You got to have a plan. You can't just be jumping out here. Aries is like, let's take a chance. It's like, we got to explore. We got to take a chance, take a risk. Like, Saturn's like, risk? Oh my God, what are you doing?
No. Right. Makes sense.
Yes. Okay. So I had a little note here, quote here. It says, a planet is stronger in a sign which it's exalted. And so this says Lang. Lang is from this article that I was reading. It says, it can achieve its highest expression and potential. In other words, the best qualities of a planet, astrologically speaking, are enhanced by exaltation.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm really interested in this, especially because I know someone who has I recently met someone who has a Venus in Taurus and a Mars in Aries, and I'm just like, oh, what? Like, they're like both like perfect planets in dignity, not necessarily exalted, but like
Yeah.
both of them are in dignity, and I'm just like, oh, they're at home there. Like, this makes so much sense to me with like all these other things going on,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, so like y'all dig into your charts. I had a link down here, and I think I had put that link there before I found my little visual. So I'm like that's the
I
same
was gonna say
information.
because we just kind of went through, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
So yeah, so we are complete with our meets. So
Okay,
jump
short and
into your
sweet little
charts,
meet.
y'all. Yeah, jump into those
Check it
charts.
out.
Look and see if you got any exalted planets. See if you got some detriments like me. If you got some falls, I'm sorry. I hope you're working it out in therapy or just wherever in healing circles.
Exactly.
Work out those falls, y'all. We all have flaws. We all have detriments. We all have things we have to work through and work on, and we all have shadows. So
We sure do. We
We all
all
got
do.
something
Go
we're
back and
working
listen to
on.
that shadow work episode, okay?
Yeah.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
Speaking of working on it, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back. Christine will deliver you a little horoscope, and then we will get the fuck out of here.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I am here with your Mercury retrograde horoscope. So it is that time again, my friends. From April 21st until May 17th, Mercury is retrograde in the fixed sign of Taurus, bringing about a period where you are being urged to deal with your past. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are feeling this Mercury retrograde the most, while Virgo and Capricorn are having a bit of an easier time. Now, when a planet goes retrograde, it's a sign that you're in a period where you need to review, rework, and redo the area of life ruled by that planet. Remember, y'all, the Rees, we talked about them in episode 2. If you haven't heard our Mercury retrograde or retrograde in general episode, that is episode 2 on the I'm Such Pisces podcast. Mercury governs our communication, travel, and tech, which are all very prominent themes in our day-to-day life, y'all. So it's the one we tend to feel the most. This is why people freak out, right? Because we are tech heavy. So when our tech and our communication systems and all those things go down, we are in a space. And so we just have to remember we got to slow it down. So in Venus ruled Taurus, this Mercury retrograde is urging you to focus on your finances and your relationships. No impulse buys. Save money wherever you can. Think before you speak. When it comes to your love life, take things very slowly. So, you heard it, y'all. Don't rush anything. Taurus has a nasty reputation for being stubborn, and with Mercury retrograde in Taurus, it's very easy to fall into that sort of behavior without realizing it. You can get into major arguments over itty-bitty issues that really aren't that deep, but you refuse to back down just because you don't want to be wrong. Watch out, y'all. Take a deep breath and remember the importance of compromise now. Is Mercury retrograde the end of the world? No, but it can be a big pain in the ass, right? So just remember, reread everything before you hit send. Think before you speak. Triple check all of your travel plans. Just do it the third time, it's fine. And if something or someone is being brought up, it's for a reason, and you need to use this time to deal with it. All right, y'all. So we are going to get into the horoscope for the signs for this Mercury retrograde. First up, we have Aries. You need to be a real penny pincher over the next few weeks, Aries. If you don't truly understand the value of a dollar now, you will by the end of this Mercury retrograde. No, you're not magically going to lose all your money now, but you will run into harsh consequences if you're not spending money responsibly. So, be careful, Aries. Just be mindful of your spending. I feel that in my spirit. Taurus, watch your mouth. Mercury is retrograde in your sign, and you're definitely getting hit the hardest. If you can't find the right words to say, instead of forcing it out, take a second to think before speaking. If something isn't working, don't get pissed off. Just take a break from it and return to it later. The key to surviving this retrograde is patience. Take it slow, Taurus. Patience. Woo-saw. Okay. Gemini. Exes of all kinds are coming back around, Gemini, and you're being asked to deal with them quickly. Get them together. There are a few messes you've made or been exposed to, but haven't been dealt with, and before you can move forward, you have to hit pause and address them. Sorry, Gemini, got to address the problem at hand, but do it quickly, do it swiftly, and keep it moving. It's fine. Cancer. Watch out for drama with frenemies, Cancer. If someone in your squad is acting shady, don't hesitate to distance yourself from them. There could be some arguments or little mishaps, but if you keep a level head, you can avoid any major fights from happening. You're finding out who your real friends are now. Pay attention. Leo. There's no other way to put it, Leo. The pressure is on at work, and your performance right now carries major influence over your future. Do your best and think outside of the box when you encounter problems. Turn everything in on time and don't shirk the details. It feels like you're kicking your own ass in addition to work, but the rewards will be worth it at the end of the retrograde. Virgo. First of all, make sure you're triple checking everything from your tickets to your luggage, your arrival departure times, if you're traveling at all over the next few weeks. Scheduling issues are huge during this Mercury retrograde, and if you don't fight to stay on top of it all, it'll be easy to get overwhelmed, Virgo. So, stay on it, Virgo. Libra. Any unpaid debts you owe need to be paid, and the bill collectors are practically knocking on your door at this point. Maybe you're debt-free. Lucky you. Lucky you. In which case, you'll be having to hound other people to give you the money they owe you. Your checkbook better be balanced by the end of this retrograde. I feel that for you. I envy you. Scorpio. It's cuffing season for your sign, but thanks to Mercury retrograde, your love life is riddled with drama. First of all, your exes are definitely coming back around. Second of all, if you're single, you're very likely to get mixed signals from potential partners. You're getting ghosted, accidentally or not, having no luck finding any fun, and you're just not getting everything you want from your love life right now. Take it slow. Scorpio, you sound like you need a good solo trip, a good restorative trip. I feel that in my spirit for you. Sagittarius. here's what I gotta say. If you sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. Take a look around, Sag. There's a lot of tidying up to be done. There are tons of bad habits you need to quit, and your love life is sort of in a state of disarray as a result. Get organized. Quit vaping. Stop eating fast food for every meal. It feels like a battle to quit, but it's a fight you need to win. Healthy habits you set now will last a very, very long time. Capricorn. You are arguably getting the easiest Mercury retrograde experience of all 12 signs. Lucky you, lucky you. The biggest issue to watch for this running is for running into an ex-flame. This isn't even a bad thing necessarily. This could be your chance to find that lost spark and start something new with them. Just remember to go slow. Again, everybody, take it slow. Take it easy. Slow it down. It should not be hard for you, Capricorn. You're a good earth sign. We stay grounded. Keep your feet on the ground. Don't get caught up like, us Pisces. Aquarius. Electronics at home are more likely to break down now. Try to fix it if possible. If you buy something new during the retrograde, it'll likely be glitchy too. Watch out for that, y'all. There's also drama with roommates and family. And you're being given the role of mediator. Stay calm and be patient while you deal with it. I feel for you. No one wants to have to be in the middle and be mediator with drama with family and roommates. Ugh. And last but not least, little Pisces. You have so much you want to say right now, but whenever you open your mouth, it just doesn't come out. This retrograde is here to teach you how important it is to think before speaking. Or even more importantly, think before acting. P.S. Car trouble is way more likely now. If your vehicle is acting funny, get it checked. Ooh, that's a warning for me. All right, y'all. That has been your Mercury retrograde horoscope. I hope things are smooth for you this Mercury retrograde. Again, just remember the re's. Just re everything. Again, just do it again. That is the point. Do whatever it is. Think about it. Just do it again. Take it slow. Take it easy. Stay grounded. Stay well out here, people. Take care of yourself. Prepare. The kind of things that happen during retrograde. So, just don't let it ruin your day. Right? Just be prepared. So I hope this horoscope has helped prepare you for your sign, your rising sign. Think about those both. And take it smooth, y'all.
Hey. Welcome back,
y'all. It's the end of the show.
We're back to... We bring you back in just to walk you right on out.
Walk you out, walk you down. It's the end of the show. Start talking real low and soft in the mic.
Yeah. Hey, we're trying to wind down. We're trying not to get everyone too, overly,
plane flying
upregulated.
Loudly.
We've got some sounds. It's ASMR hour over here.
ASMR. Hey.
Yes.
Like the mic.
How close do you want to get to the mic?
I tapped the mic. I watched the little taps on the screen. I'm like, oh, that'll be fun.
It's okay. Sometimes we just got to fuck around and do some experimental sounds,
It's like, hello. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're gonna wrap the show here, y'all.
We are. Christine, do you wanna tell our audience where they can find us? Should they be looking?
They should be looking. They should be reaching out. If you all want to, a reading on the show, we will be having a special guest next week. So maybe, they will be getting a reading on the show. So you'll get to get a real live look. Maybe we'll do some video. We'll see. If you want to reach out to us, our email address is suchapiscespod@gmail.com. And that is spelled SuchaPispod@gmail.com.
You can also find us at Such a Pisces Pod on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, TikTok. So please reach out to us on any of those platforms. DM us your birth charts, your birth information. DM us your astrological questions. And if you have not already, please subscribe to our show on whatever platform you're listening to. Tell a friend about it. Share it with somebody and give us a 5-star rating.
5 stars, y'all. Yeah, y'all. So we're going to head out. We're going to head on out. Y'all stay safe in these streets. And protect your energy at all times, honey, because they're coming for it. They're coming for it. So just protect it.
They sure. Protect it.
Protect it, y'all.
All right, y'all. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.